Hello and welcome to Rocks and Rose Tarot, where we are always seeking guidance from the divine, especially spirit, our ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. So tonight I am going to pick a charm and see who this reading is for. So it looks like this reading is for Cancer. There's the charm. Welcome, Cancer, to your reading. Let's tap into this energy and see what the cards have to say for you. Do just a little bit of a shuffle and separate the cards. All right. So let's tap in for my wonderful Cancers. Thank you for joining me tonight. Spirit, please guard me, these cards, and the collective Cancers as I channel these messages. Please guard us with love, light, and protection, and clear away any negativity that may be attached. What message do you have for my lovely Cancers? What message? All right. So let's put these down here. Right. Lots to say to my wonderful Cancers. All right. Just a few more and then we will jump right in. All right. I think we should be good. To start. Excellent. All right. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the overall message and what you don't see coming is that something reliable, committed, something slow and steady is coming your way. Maybe it means that you've been working really hard to build something that feels steady and I don't know, I'm getting something that is stable. That's the word I'm looking for, stability. So Cancer, this reading is for you, but I feel like you're moving into a season where you're kind of like going right into more of an energy that would be more of an earth sign. So maybe you're working hard like a Capricorn. Maybe you're a little more stable but flexible like a Virgo. Or maybe you are just really building up your pentacles like a Taurus. You're being a little more stubborn about what's happening in your life, maybe putting up boundaries. So that's what I see on the bottom of the deck, but that's also kind of the overall message that I'm getting. Yeah, so you're working hard to build something back up, maybe that you've lost. So let's put this right here. Let's see, I'll put it right over here. And I will say, before I take an inventory of how many major arcana we have, I was really called to do a message tonight, maybe a few videos. Today I had just seen a handwritten message that I wrote myself. It was more of a channeled message from the past, and it said, "A situation burned you in the past, so now I see you being cautious to invest." And I literally had this in my car, and I was like, tonight I'm going to do some readings. But I told myself that the first sign that I pull out to do a reading for, this message is going to be for you. And while I was in my car taking a break at work, I noticed that a horsefly had flown onto the back window. And so I quickly wrote it down, and I thought that might be important for somebody. So if a horsefly means something to you, maybe this message is for you. If you've been burned in the past and you're cautious to move forward, maybe this message is also for you. So please like the video if this resonates with you. All right, so let's get into this, because I'm excited to see what Spirit has to say. So we'll start down here. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 major arcana. We will accept those. In this reading, we'll accept them. Okay, so let's get started down here. So the World card. I feel like a cycle has closed. Something has ended. Maybe it's an achievement. Maybe you're working towards achieving something. But I do, again, this is, I don't know. I think the boundaries, I think you've drawn a boundary around yourself, but you've kind of completed and ended something that has come into your, well, I should say something that was in your life. I feel like you've completed it. It's an achievement. I'm getting that strongly, but also a cycle has ended. With the 2 of Swords, I am getting that with this cycle closing out, you're a little blind to like what's coming towards you. You don't really know what to expect. And so I think that you are hoping that you get a breakthrough soon, or maybe there is clarity coming your way, new beginning. But also maybe Spirit is really telling you, you know, I don't want you to see too far into the future, but clarity's coming. A new beginning is coming. All right, a lot of air energy. So I think that you're in your head. I'm getting that. You're in your head about this, but I think that you don't need to worry too much. But I think that you are struggling a little bit because you've been burned in the past. Again, this message, it's just a confirmation here with this 10 of Wands. I think you've carried some heavy burdens over the past. And I think that if you worry too much about what's ahead, you are going to literally burn yourself out. So, and I see with this 5 of Cups next to it, I think you have a lot of reasons to be in this energy, be in your head. You've had a lot of loss. I feel like there's been grief surrounding you. Again, burned in past situations, so you're really cautious to invest in what's coming. I don't think that I'm really picking up on a love relationship, but I guess we'll see. I feel like it's more of an investment in your future. So we'll continue on and see if we can decipher these messages to see what else. So the King of Wands is here. I think that what it's saying is you've had some disappointments in the past, carried some heavy burdens, but I think that if you really get out of your head and don't worry too much about what you're not seeing, I think that somebody in a leadership position is really going to offer you something that will allow for you to move into calmer waters. Maybe a mentor, somebody, maybe a boss, somebody that sees the hard work that you've been putting in, sees the burdens that you've been carrying. And I think if you are open and willing to heal and to get yourself back on stable ground, which we saw on the bottom of the deck, the overall message, I think if you continue into that energy, I think somebody is seeing the hard work that you're putting in and may help you move into a situation where you are starting to feel a little bit more stability is what I'm hearing. Okay, so right up here with the Hermit, I think that you've been going within to really gain some wisdom. I think you've been trying to become independent. Let's see. I think that you right now are surrounding yourself with these boundaries. Because it's really hard to like know what's up ahead. It's really hard to know what choices to make. The Seven of Cups shows that you may have options, or you may be indecisive at this time because you don't see what's coming, and I just think you're in your head, and it's there's a lot of indecision is what I'm picking up. Now, with this Justice card in the reverse, I think you've dealt with a lot of corrupt individuals. You felt like things are not fair, which could also be driving why you're so indecisive. I'm picking up on things have just felt really unfair. And I think that you are having a hard time really believing what anybody tells you. This could have to do with a court case or a situation that you've been battling in court, and maybe you felt like things have just not like gone in your favor. You felt like the right people are not being held accountable for things that have happened. And I think that that's why you're having a hard time seeing that there is clarity coming. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, I think you've dealt with a manipulative feminine energy. Very disloyal, somebody that has like made you feel very smothered. But I think that you have stood back and avoided the conflict with this person because you just felt like you're not going to win. Too many situations have happened where it has not gone in your favor. With the King of Swords here, I think you've had to make head over heart decisions. I think you've had to detach from all of this, um, because there's been too much manipulation. Like I call this my sneaky little link card here. I think you've dealt with a lot of two-faced people. So I think that to wrap this up, I think you've just had a lot of difficulty in trusting that some good things are going to come your way. But just don't forget that if you just keep your head down and you keep working really hard, there is somebody that is going to offer you a helping hand, somebody that's going to put you in a better position or at least help you get there. And I do believe Spirit is saying, please trust that you are moving towards calmer waters. Okay, so I'm going to get one more message. I'm feeling called to use my Divine Feather Messenger cards and give us a message for Cancer, just a message to end this reading. I think it's been very insightful and hopefully you felt the same way. So we have the Pelican card and it says, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So I believe what it's saying is just choose to forgive this situation up here. I know it's hard, but choose to forgive this and don't let it lower your vibration. Choose to raise your vibration. And I do see and I do believe, Cancer, that you will move into calmer waters soon. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you felt like this reading was for you, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe and catch more of my videos. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.